VC, it's Steve Whitty here. It's Saturday night, and had a good day on the shopping today on the vinyl front. Thought I'll go and share my finds with you. But before I do anything else, just have a little swig. For those that are interested, it's Red Riot IPA. Got that from Audi. What can I say? But Christmas is coming, and so I've managed to pick up 3 Christmas singles. Some of them from my youth. Well, they're 4 from my youth. First one, it's the Greedies, and it's Merry Jingle. Now, the Greedies, as the photo implies, was an amalgamation of Thin Lizzy and Steve Jones and Paul Cook from the Sex Pistols. They're originally known as going to be called the Greedy Bastards, but I think record company pressure sort of made them change the name. It was a minor hit in 1979, so pleased to pick that. I did own this record in my youth. There hasn't been many recent classic Christmas singles records. Probably the last classic I would say would have to be this. The Pogues' Fairy Tale in New York, featuring Kirsty MacColl. It reached number 2 in 1987. It was kept off by the Christmas number 1 slot by Pet Shop Boys, Always on My Mind, which was a shame because this is by far the superior record. As I said, it's the last real great Christmas single that's ever been put out. I don't think, to give an context, I don't know what it's like in the rest of the world, but the Christmas number 1 slot in UK, it was really coveted. Bands used to record special singles, and I think in the past few years it's sort of died a death a little bit because of Britain's Got Talent, and that was always the aim, was to whoever won that would release a single, and it normally got to number 1 at Christmas, and it sort of ruined it a little bit. But this is just a great single. Some pathos in this. It's not all about joy. There was some regret. Just great, I think just a great song. Final Christmas single I purchased was the Waitress Christmas Wrapping, and this was released in 1981. It wasn't a hit. If it was a hit single, it was very minor. My copy in Snow White vinyl. That's Christmassy, but a great Christmas single. So I was pleased to pick those up. So in the next 4 weeks, I'll be spinning those. After 25th, they'll be put away for another year. Moving on to the albums. Now the albums, I got these records. I got in my local shop, Psychotron, and I didn't spend any more than £2 on it either. It was either £1 or £2. Then I thought I saw enough. I thought I'll leave it at that. I think. So the first album I picked up is Graham Parker and the Rumour Stick to Me. This is my first Graham Parker album, released in 1977, and this is, in fact, if I can get it, the American Mercury label. So I was pleased to get that. It was in the pound bins. Thought I'd give it a spin. I know James Griffiths, the vinyl professor, is quite a fan of the band, and so pleased to give that a go. I don't know any of the songs. I think I recognise I'm going to tell you Playhouse Down. I probably recognise it more for the fact that Paul Young had a hit with a song like that. It may well be the same song. I don't know. So get a better idea once I get round to playing it. The next album I picked up, again it's in the pound bins, and it couldn't look like this. It had no cover. It's when I took it out and turned around, I thought, well, I'd be interested to see what it is. What I ended up with is Mountains and Took It Sleigh Ride. And this is, again, an American copy on the Windfall label. I'm really pleased to pick this album up, actually. Recently picked up Mountain Live. Nantucket Sleigh Ride, I've probably mentioned previously when I mentioned Bat Mountain, was the end bit was used the theme for the political programme Weekend World, probably the best part of the programme. That was on 15 years, so really pleased to have it. I play this a lot on Spotify or iTunes or whatever, so it's one of my favourite tunes, so very pleased to pick that up. Next album picked up Procol Harum's Something Magic, which was the band's final album, released in 1977. The band pretty much split up straight after that. It was a case of a prog album when it was behind, really out of step with what was going on with punk new wave, and I think the band knew that, so they split up. They're back together and they do record spasmodically. Mainly it's Gary Booker leading the band. So I've never heard this album, so I'm quite intrigued to hear this. Side 1, 4 tracks, Something Magic, Skating on Thin Ice, The Mark of the Claw, Strange in Space. Side 2 intrigues me because it's known as The Worm and the Tree, and it's in 3 parts. So it sounds like a very proggy record, which came out at the time when prog was not the in thing. Next album I picked up, I've seen this in the bins for ages, and for a couple of quid I thought I won't say no to it. It's the Choir Boys, A Bit of What You Fancy. Came out in 1990. At that time, the Choir Boys were seen as probably the big hope for British rock. Them and Wolfsbane came through together. At that late stage, it was mainly American bands, Guns N' Roses, Queensryche, Motley Crue, the like, were more popular really, and the star was shining at this point. 7 O'Clock was the first single they put out. Then followed by, they had a top 20 hit with Hey You. It came out in 1990, and I Don't Love You Anymore was another one. Unfortunately, it was such a delay to the second album. It all went wrong, and unfortunately for the band, while they initially split up, but they are back up and running, still going, playing the venues. Bands like this always keep going. If there's an audience, they'll play. It's a good album. Now, I remember having the CD, so I'm pleased to have that. Next album I picked up, Rainbow Down to Earth, the band's 4th studio album. It's the only album that featured the lineup of Richie Blackmore, Cozy Powell, Roger Glover, Don Airey and Graham Bonnet. This sort of marked a significant change for the band, very more commercial sound. With songs like Since You Be Gone, which was a top 10 single for him in 1979, and then All Night Long followed suit. It all culminated when they played the first Monsters Rock Festival. They were the headliners. Unfortunately, it pretty fell apart soon afterwards. Cozy Powell decided to leave the band. I don't think he was happy with the direction they're going. And Richie Blackmore was not really too happy with Graham Bonnet, who I think didn't look the image of a metal band. He wanted somebody with the long hair and everything. And unfortunately, Graham Bonnet at that point went on with Hawaiian shirts, short hair, and it didn't look the part. Inside the album, what was pleasing was to find the merch. I could get a baseball cap for £3.50. Would be intrigued if I sent a check off. Would I get one? And also, there was a flyer for their back catalogue. So, yeah, very pleased to get hold of that. My rainbow collection is starting to fill up a little bit more. Still a few more albums I need to get from the band. Put that back in there. Now for something totally different. Donna Summer's Love to Love You Baby. I'm not sure if this was her debut album or second album. Side 1 is the title track, which was quite controversial. because a lot of moaning and groaning going on. Let's put it that way. And she seems to be happy. She looks happy on the cover. You know, looks like she's very happy kneading bread. I don't know what she's getting up to. Well, I do, but I don't want to say. This is sort of like the precursor, really, of as disco was coming in. Giorgio Moroder production, I believe. No, produced by Pete Bellotte, but a lot of Giorgio Moroder influenced keyboards. He wrote the songs with Bellotte, apart from "Love to Love You, Baby," which Donna Summer got a writing credit for. Final album, Van Halen 2, and yeah, saw this and I thought I'd get this. Obviously the follow up to Van Halen 1. Got their version of Dance the Night Away. Somebody Get Me a Doctor, You Know Good. DOA, Spanish Fly, Beautiful Girls. Not as good as the debut album. I think it was widely agreed, but still not a bad album from what I can remember. So I'll be looking forward to listening to that again. So that's my Saturday. How was everybody else's? I hope it all went well with the record buying. If you liked what you see and you're new to the channel, click subscribe. 118 subscribers, so really pleased. I think big thank you to all those who are now subscribing to me. It means a lot that people take time out to watch me. Feel free to comment. I'll always reply back. You know, I think it's rude not to. Thumbs up, thumbs down. So until the next video, VC, look after yourselves. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. See you later. Keep spinning that record. Keep smiling.